Diane in Denmark here. I've been doing a series called Building a Wardrobe, and I've not been like building an IKEA wardrobe. I've been paring down the clothes that I have and make it a more workable wardrobe for myself. Now, remember, don't judge. I have a lot of clothes. I like to wear, I enjoy wearing my clothes. You may have something different that you've been working on. Maybe you've been working on paring down the amount of books that you have, or dolls, or shell collection. We all have our thing. And I said to you that I would share with you my basics, what I've come up with, what I can see now. I've been doing this for 3 or 4 years now. Since I started the Flylady system, which was like 12 years ago, I've been much more aware of what I'm bringing into the house, what I'm spending my money on, what I'm using, what I'm not using. And this has really helped me because I've got clothes, as you have seen. If you follow me on Instagram, you will see I post a picture of my outfit every night. And you will see that I have clothes from over 25 years ago. In fact, I was wearing one of those, let me just show you. So I got a lot of nice comments yesterday. I just had this one earring before it goes back in the wardrobe. And this is what I was wearing yesterday. And this sparkly top is over 25 years old. It was from when I lived and worked in Luxembourg at the Court of Justice of the European Communities. And the jacket, this silky jacket, which I love, came from a clothes swap party. So I'm not buying a lot of clothes these days. I'm using what I have, mixing it with some new pieces that I get at clothes swaps. And that way I'm really enjoying using what I have and getting rid of things that I'm not enjoying wearing. And that's been the drive for me, to get rid of the stuff that is not, that I'm not enjoying wearing. And, I've talked you through the various things. You've seen me decluttering. You've seen me decluttering jackets, coats, trousers, or pants, as you call them. And I've also done the wardrobe thing. You saw me, and I changed the hangers around, so now I can track what I'm wearing, what I'm not wearing. Anyway, we are in Denmark, and we have 4 very distinct seasons. So I have, a lot of different looks. But I do have some basic items, and it's the kind of things now I'm thinking, oh no, I'm going to be, when I share my outfit on Instagram, I think, oh gosh, not that, top again. But it just shows you there are some things that just become your basics, and you have your uniform. My uniform is dark jeans and a top and a jacket. And it doesn't need to be like a fancy jacket, but it just makes me feel put together. And because of my body shape, and I've got no bust to speak of, I need to have things happening up here, like a scarf or some kind of print. You may be very different. Maybe you've got weight other places, and you have to avoid things up here so it looks like you've just got a huge chest. So anyway, I'm just going to show you what I have. Hopefully it'll give you some inspiration of things that you might be missing in your wardrobe. And you know me, I'm a canny Scot, so please don't go buying stuff. Hopefully you can maybe get something at a clothes swap. But the main things that I start with are, I have some kind of basic top. And this top, you have seen it, I know, thousands of times. It wasn't an expensive top. It actually comes from a shop called Matalan in the UK, which is very, very cheap brand. But this one, I got it about 2 or 3 years ago. And if I ever get to Matalan again, I'm going to see if I can get another one, because this is just kind of wash and wear, and it's a little shell top that goes under any blouse that I have. And also when I buy things, I like to be able to wear them in 2 or 3 different ways. I've also mentioned that. And you will see me wearing, I'll just put it together so you can see it. Right, this is the little shell top. And I've also discovered I don't look good in t-shirts. T-shirt material does not work for me. I need to have a bit of structure in the material. Also because I'm 50 years old now, and the thin t-shirt stuff just looks cheap on me. It doesn't matter how, if it's a designer brand, it looks cheap on me. I need the fabric to do the work for me. So you have seen this shell top underneath this, and I love this crossover top, and you have also seen me wearing this top with a black polo neck jumper underneath it, you know, which I call my Star Trek look, you know, the man that's being beamed down to the planet ain't coming back up again because he's wearing a red shirt. And, you know, I can easily, you know, transform this outfit. I mean, as I said before, I'm kind of embarrassed to be showing you all this stuff because you've seen it so many times. But, you know, my red necklace makes it, you know, just look a bit perkier. And if I'm going out in the evening, I can change it up and add one of my sparkly necklaces. This is one that I got from my bestie, one that she wasn't using anymore, and I love this necklace. So, and if I wanted to change it again, let me take off this one here. I can also pair, and you've seen this before, pair this top with my red jumper that I got from my mum. This is one of my cashmere jumpers. I love this one. Very warm, and it's just a nice fit, a cheery colour. And again, I can wear it with my red beads, or I can take it and add a scarf, you know, tie a wee scarf around it. So, and I don't need many pieces, and this could be worn in the spring, it could be worn in the summer, it's worn in the winter. I mean, you see me wearing this all the time. And, you know, I've got my white, I've also got a white shirt that I wear a lot. And, you know, I wear this underneath many of the jumpers that I have. I never go for things that are too expensive, you know, if it's something like a white shirt, because I'm washing it, I'm wearing it, I'm washing it, I'm wearing it. And I would rather just get the wear out of it and then replace it, you know, I'll maybe get one next year. And normally I get my clothes from Zara. That's the main brand. If I buy clothes these days, it probably comes from Zara. Or some kind of Scandinavian brand. We have a Swedish brand called Gina Tricot, which does very nice things along the same kind of prices as H&M, and this is one of the ones that I got this year. You'll have seen me wearing this one. It's a nice kind of silky feel blouse, and it looks very nice, and it looks good when I've got my pearls on, and you can dress it up, and that looks great. And as I said, you know, I have my uniform. You see me wearing my dark jeans or black trousers, black pants. And that's basically all I have worn during the course of this winter. We didn't really have a summer this year. We kind of went straight to autumn, winter. And I need to be practical. You may be completely different. You know, maybe you are able to wear high heels. You know, here in Denmark we have cobblestones everywhere. I'm out on my bike. It is snowing today. We bike in the snow. So my clothing has to be practical. So I'm up here, I'm normally quite kind of fancy, and then the bottom half is practical. So I have my dark jeans, always a dark wash, because you know, those faded ones, they do not look good on me and just reminds me of the 80s. And dark wash suits everybody. You know, it slims and lengthens and does everything on the box. And these are my new favourite jeans, and guess where they came from? One of the clothes swap parties. And jeans are really difficult, and trousers actually are really difficult for me. I've got a small waist but big hips, so the waist is always a problem for me, but these fit really well. And I've actually took a note of the brand. It's a Danish brand, Signal, or it could be Swedish. I'm not quite sure if it's Danish or Swedish. But if I ever have to buy jeans again, I'll be looking for a pair of those. That's the thing. Once you find brands that, you know, suit your figure, stick to them. You know, I always buy if I have to buy any kind of trousers, it's normally from a Scandinavian brand called Inwear, because they fit my figure. Don't go into the shops and get that feeling like, oh, you know, you try on things and you just look dreadful in them. It's not your problem, it's the shop's problem. They're not, you know, they're not, you're not their customer base. You need to find the shops that design for you, for your figure. And that's why I like Zara. I can go in there and basically anything that I try on in Zara will look good on me because it's built for my figure. Whereas I took my sister-in-law in there, she loved the things, but nothing suited her because she is a different shape. So you've got to find the right shop that caters to your shape. Okay, it's not you that's wrong, it's the shop that's wrong. And I was saying, yeah, my bottom half, my bahookie half, I'm always wearing something kind of practical. So I'm kind of practical pair of black trousers, black pants, if it's something more formal that I'm going to, or my dark jeans. And you know, shoe-wise, boot-wise, I've said this to you before as well, I'm not the kind of woman that has to have like 300 different pairs of shoes and all different colours. I'm very practical that way. And I have, and you've seen these all the time on Instagram, I know, I'm sorry, but here we go again. I've got a pair of black Chelsea boots and I've got a pair of beige Chelsea boots. And the beige ones are not so practical, of course, because of the colour, but I've got one of those erasers for them. So if I get a bit of green, you know, from the stuff in the garden out on, I can kind of clean them up. Chelsea boots are very practical for me because I go down for my sea swim in the morning, you know, my skinny dip, and I can just pull them on, pull them off. And I have, what do you call it in English? Is it bunions? I've got kind of weird shaped big toe, which makes the front part of my foot, I need a bit more space. So Wonders, the Spanish shoe brand, they're good for me, and Gabor. I love Gabor because they have a kind of wider fitting at the front, which is great for my feet. And I can even get, you know, nice heels from Gabor that feel good, and I'm not kind of squashing my toes into them. I can't do those pointy shoes. They are not good for my feet, not good for anybody's feet, but especially not good for mine. So the shoe wear, you know, footwear is always kind of either black or beige, which goes with everything in my wardrobe. And you've also seen the same with my handbags. And practical again. I always have one which is on, you know, which has got some kind of long strap that I can wear crossbody because I'm cycling on my bike, or if I'm shopping in town, you know, it's safe. And again, I went for this neutral colour, which I thought, excuse me, I was only going to use in the summer, but actually I use it all year round because it goes well with my beige boots, and I've got a beige scarf, which you'll also have seen in the videos, which came for another clothes swap party. So actually that just kind of ties my outfit together. And, you know, I have a couple of kind of handbags that I will use for special occasions. You've seen this one when I showed you how I was prepping some Christmas outfits. You know, if I'm going out to do something Christmassy, I've got a few outfits already prepped on. It's all in the playlist up there. And this handbag I've had for about 20 years, and it comes out, you know, in the month of November, and it comes with me whenever I'm going, you know, to the pantomime, or going with the girls for dinner, or going to the school party. So, and it was a very inexpensive one from H&M, but you know, it's been going for 20 years, and it'll be going for many more years. And what was the last? Oh yeah, there's one thing. There is one thing I haven't shown you yet, but you've seen a million times before. And that is, I'll just put that in there, that is my cream or white jacket. And it doesn't have to, you know, that's my uniform. You know, you always see me in some kind of jacket. It doesn't have to be expensive. Just get something that's in your colour, a colour that suits you. You know, I used to wear a lot of black jackets. Black drains the colour out of me. I need some kind of colour close to my face. Cream or white really suits me, along with grey. So you see me wearing a lot of grey. And this is a jacket that I've worn hundreds of times. I really enjoy wearing it. It goes in the wash. It came from H&M, and I got it in a charity shop. And if I remember rightly, it cost me 45 krona, Danish crowns, which is like a £5 in UK money. That's $6. I can't remember the exchange rate of the dollar at the moment. And I have worn this so many times, so just keep a lookout for things. You never know where you're going to find them. It may take you a while to find something that's just you, but once you find it, hang on to it, and that will give you a really idea of, you know, something that suits you. This is good for me because it comes in at the waist and comes out, and then you can't really notice it's my hips that are big, it's the material that's coming out. And the other thing is when, you know, it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. When I am, you know, in other cities now, I was down in Brussels recently, and I don't go shopping as such. I'm not a big spender of money at any time these days. But, you know, I was looking around all the second-hand shops and all the charity stores, and here was an absolute find. And it's a silk shirt with polka dots, which I love. I've got a lot of polka dot tops and blouses, and it's got a big kind of pussy bow at the front, so I look like Miss Moneypenny, or I feel like Miss Moneypenny when I'm wearing it. And this is a silk blouse, vintage, and it's from Yves Saint Laurent, and I've got it for something like 75 Danish crowns, which is about £8, £8.50, or about $10. I know, an absolute steal, but that was because I was just rummaging and having a look, and there it was. So, you know, you can be really lucky sometimes in the charity shops. And of course it works with everything that I already have, and it goes with my colour scheme. That's the other thing, don't go buying too many different colours. I've realised now that I like red, and I like pink, and those are colours that for me can work summer, winter, autumn, spring. You know, I wear this red cashmere jumper in the spring, and I can wear it in the winter with over a black dress with some, you know, shiny black necklace. And the same with the pink. This is one that I bought, which is very, you know, in your face, but it makes me feel, you know, like I've got energy, and especially in this dark weather that we have in Denmark. But I can also wear this in the early spring with some white jeans. And so that way I'm getting double use of it. You know, it's not just for one season. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up here because I've got some packing to do. I'm going to Edinburgh to see my mum. And I'm taking some of these things with me. There you go. And yeah, so I'm going to stop it there because I really don't like going over the 15 minutes because I've got stuff to do. You've got stuff to do. But anyway, I hope that gave you a little insight into some basics. And maybe, you know, we are coming up for Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas and you're still making your wish list, maybe you can put some of these things on your wish list, you know, just some basics to kind of extend your wardrobe. And if you want some inspiration on what to wear, you see me on Instagram every day, shining my sink, you know, posting my shiny sink picture, telling you what's for dinner and the outfit for the next day, which I look out as part of my morning routine. Remember, if it may work better for you to do it, you know, if you do laundry in your morning routine and you're putting away laundry in the morning, then use the opportunity just to look out your outfit for the next day while you're putting the laundry away. Do you see how that works? You're going to be saving yourself time instead of going back later in the day to choose the outfit. If you're in your wardrobe putting away laundry, there and then take out the one for the next day. Works for me. Okay, anyway, that's it for me. Diane in Denmark, have a great day, and let's keep it nice and cheery out there. Live long and prosper. Oh, and by the way, the Star Wars movie, The Last Jedi, it was fabulous, but I won't give you any spoilers. Okay, that's it for me. See you soon.